The big problem with wire traces is that when you've been using them for a while, they become badly kinked, as you can see here. And then the devil's own thing is to straighten out. And of course, when you're making these trebles, you can't tie knots in this wire. You've got to use these crimps. Recently, when looking on various piking websites, I've come across this stuff. Authanic wire. Which is made by a German company, and it's quite hard to get hold of, and it is expensive. But they say that instead of crimps, this stuff will knot. And it's made of dyneema, which is that high density polythene, surrounded by strands of very fine stainless steel. So I'm going to tie a trace using this and just using knots and see how we get on with it. And you can see there it comes in a variety of strengths. This is 17 kilograms, which is about 35 pounds. But if you're fishing for huge pike or huge fish, predators, you can get it up to 27 kilograms, which is incredibly strong. So anyway, I'm going to give it a go and see what it's like. So if we look at this Authanic wire down the microscope, we can see how it's constructed. It has a central core of dyneema, which you can see there just where that needle is. This is what braid is made from. It's high density polythene. There's no stretch at all. It's incredibly strong. And then around it, it has this mesh of stainless steel, which you can see there, made of very, very fine stainless steel wires. And it's quite hard to get hold of, so I've discovered. You can cut this stuff with scissors. And I'm just going to tie a clinch knot. So that's a 6-turn clinch knot with a tuck. I just left a decent sized tug on there. So although there's no crimp on there, I'm just going to push this over there to protect that knot, this crimp cover. So there's the first treble on with a knot. There's the first treble on with a crimp cover protecting that knot. And I'm going to put the second treble on 7.5 centimetres from this. So there's the second treble, which is 7.5 centimetres from the first. and I'm going to tie it on in exactly the same way as I did with the wire. So I just bring this round over the bend of that treble, and I'm going to tie it round there 6 times, wrap it round 6 times. So that's it, wrap round 6 times. And I just feed the end back through the eye. And pull it tight. There's the second treble tied on. And I'm going to protect that. And the easiest way to get these sleeves on is just use a bait hook and just pull that through. And then just pull it up to the treble. So just pull it up the treble and slide it on. So there's the second treble. So there's the middle treble, there's the wire, there's the bottom treble. I just need then to tie on the swivel, and again just do it in exactly the same way. Because this Authanic wire is flexible, you can't push it through these protections, so I just use a bait needle. Yeah, easily done. And put the swivel on, and again just tie it with a clinch knot with a tuck. So it's just half a dozen turns. And just push that through. The little loop where it's attached to the swivel. Bring it back round. And just push it through again for the tuck. And just tighten the whole thing up. So there's that 6-turn clinch knot with tuck. So just slide the crimp cover up and just pull it onto the bottom end of the swivel. So there is a 16-inch double treble trace tied with this Authanic wire. And very neat it looks too. And this is £35 Authanic wire, 17 kilograms or 17.5 kilogram Authanic wire. And the other nice thing about it is that if you screw it up so that it's all kinked like that, you just run your fingers across it. And the kinks have gone. And of course, being flexible, much more flexible than wire, it will make pike less suspicious when they pick the bait up. Anyway, we'll give it a go and I'll let you know how I get on. Proof of it will be in the using of it.